give a shit about what they pass. How does that possibly compel performance from me in this title? Because they'll pass anything for this one. They have every right to. If I want to give somebody my car and tell them, yeah, you can use my car, but it's going to cost you $1 million up front and $1 million a kilometer, I am the idiot if I agree to use the car at that point. The choice is mine. We've always had a choice. We're never forced to do anything, ever. And you better believe they know this shit, because last time I got arrested, it was, oh, sir this, oh, sir that, would you please step out of the truck now, after they smashed my window out? And I'm like, I never said I wouldn't get out. I'm just using their own shit against them, right? I like doing that. I said, you never asked me to get out. I said, not only that, I said I'd get out if you could provide one law that compels performance from me. I said, on the public, I'm just a private man driving around here doing my thing. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They got me out, and this is before I sent in the government to notice that I'm on to it now. I now know what you guys are doing. It took me a while, and I must look pretty stupid at times. I apologize for that. Forgive me. Okay? But I got it now. Now you guys know. But even back then, they were like, well, we're going to have to put handcuffs on you. Is that okay? Is that okay, sir? I said, well, if you're going to have to, I said, then you're going to put them on the front. And I said, make sure you do it really loose, because this is my concrete finishing hand. And they're like, oh, is that too tight? Is that too tight, sir? And I'm like, no, we're good, dude. Okay. And they're like, okay, could you please get in the car? And they're open. They're helping me get into the car and everything. And they're very cordial. They're very nice, very polite, even though they just smashed my window out. They didn't grab me and beat me this time. They did that 6 years ago, I think. But they know something is up, and they're starting to get more cautious now, because most people are starting to figure things out. Some of us have already figured it out, and we know how to go after recourse now. But either way, that's all the proof you're ever going to need is Section 32 and 52 of that Act. And here's why. Why do I care about anything below that in any statute? It doesn't apply to me. And 32 and 52 state that, which is just common sense. If I'm in my kitchen table and I write up a new document, I authorize Dean to go into his neighbor's house and take his neighbor's TV. Sign it. Walk over to my neighbor's, ring his doorbell. Hey, I got this law says I can come into your living room and take your TV. Okay, well, no, it has no force or effect. But if he just goes, oh, shit. Oh, okay, well, it's over there. Well, that's consent. Did I steal from him? No. He just believed my bullshit. I'm really good at bullshit. None of you are walking out here without your wallets today. No. But that's it. We know this stuff. It's just common sense. Clearly they can never pass a law that tells us we can't do something. We have rights. Rights cannot be taken. Privileges and benefits can be. So that tells you we're operating on something, that was our first clue back in the day. We all know something's not right because I already know it's a right, not a privilege. And they can't take my rights away. So that's exactly, again, I'm going to ad nauseum reiterate on this. They get you to act through a title that they can regulate, that is statutorily bound and must pay taxes to its creator. And they're the beneficiary of that.
I've heard that Canadian certificates used to have it some time ago. I studied a couple of them, didn't find it, but on British birth certificates, on the very bottom right side, it says this document is not personal identification.
Yeah, we get a letter with the birth certificate when it shows up here. It says the same thing.
Not on the new ones.
Yeah, they might not do it anymore, but they did. Right? Don't use it as ID. It's not personal ID.
Like,
and it's not.
They changed the format. It looks sort of like a plastic thingamajiggy.
Yeah.
It's not there.
I don't care what they change.
I know.
You know? Is the ability of me to enforce that law to take my neighbor's TV dependent on me making the document look fancier?
But my question is, what kind of, like, how valid are the other thingies they issue in the legal name, since the birth certificate is for them, oh, show me your birth certificate and we will issue you a driver's license.
Everything is valid. It's all valid. It's your choice to use it or not. Like I said, I can have a car, and I'll let every single one of you people here today use my car. I just need $1 million up front and $1 million a kilometer. Is that valid? Of course it's valid. It's my car, it's my rules. And if you don't like it, then don't use it. We're growing up, our dad told us all the time, this is my house. You don't like my rules? Get the out. And some of us leave. Yeah, I don't like those rules. That doesn't sound very good. I'm just going to leave.
So did you forfeit your, or you have no reason to?
You can't forfeit. And I'm going to clarify that when I say provincial court, I mean more specifically statutory court.
Which in BC is provincial.
Yeah, or even statutory charges. I mean, I don't care what the court's called anymore. I have one question. Is this a statutory offense? Is this a statutory charge? If the answer is yes, I already know we're in the wrong jurisdiction now. Whoa, hang on a second here. I'm non-taxable. If you're taxing me, you can only tax over here. That means we're in the wrong jurisdiction. Period. This is a jurisdictional boundary that cannot be crossed. That'd be a breach of trust. This is a firewall. It's more of a mirror, actually. That's why you can't pass it. You can't go through it to the other side. It's basically just a mirror of one side to the other. Different way of explaining the same thing. Over here, you are not the administrator or executor or beneficiary of the name. They are.
They are all three.
No, we're the trustee. They're the administrator and executor are the same thing, basically, and they're the beneficiary. You cannot show up in their courtroom and administrate this name. And if you're in statutory court, this is the title being heard. It's a court hearing for this title if it's statutory in nature. And in this title, they are the beneficiary, and you pay the tax. You can't administrate the title in statutory court. I'm trying to think of how many more ways I can possibly rephrase that. And the judges, and so this is the evidence the judges know what's going on. Some of them do. Some of them actually just don't. And again, so that's why we shouldn't be getting mad at some of these people. I think some of them actually just don't legitimately know. Almost no crowns do. Maybe a couple of, like the deputy attorney general, that guy would definitely know. The attorney general will not. He doesn't know anything. He's voted into office. He probably took commerce at university. He's voted in. It's his first job of doing nothing and getting paid well to do it. And they just go and they vote on shit and sign things. So, you know, the deputy minister will put things in front of him and he just signs it. You're authorized this. Okay, there you go. Because that's his title, to authorize things. So he does. The judge will, and this again, I always like to bring up my brother's stories, and there's been another one since.